I was sitting out in the conservatory room and this thing came up. And the funny thing is, 2 weeks before that, I actually remember I said to my brother, I said, I just wish there was a sport that mixed CrossFit and triathlon. I actually said that to him. And 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks later, this thing pops up on my phone. And it was like an instant decision. It wasn't even decision. I just knew that I would do that. And like I didn't even have to decide. And I got very like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been looking for. And but the thing at the time, I had just started a master's, and I, as I said before, I just wasn't fully ready to say to let triathlon go, because I was halfway kind of getting ready. I think it was almost the summer, and I'd done all this training, and so I said, okay, right, realistically, it's not my time yet to do this. Also, Hirox hadn't come to Ireland, and I couldn't afford to go to the UK even to do it. So, and like I said, I was just starting a master's, so I knew it was just a matter of time. And this summer, after I just finished my master's, I found a CrossFit gym in my town, and which is SKF, and I'm still training in SKF. And I just kind of wanted to get back into physical, like functional training. And their classes were great. They're seriously intense, like if you want them to be. And the day I got there, one of the guys mentioned that they were actually, I think I inquired about Hyrox. Do you guys do Hyrox? And he actually said, yeah, and a group of us are going to Barcelona. And so from there, like 2 weeks later, SKF became a Hyrox affiliated gym. And yeah, that was it then. I started preparing for my first, which was actually 3 months away from when I joined. So I didn't really have much time, but just got straight into it. And yeah, I've never enjoyed training. Nothing, no training I've done before can really compare to how this training, the style of training does now to me in terms of enjoyment factor. So that's great.
Aoife, before my next
Amazing.
question, did you compete in the CrossFit Open before joining that gym?
I went, so I actually had done, sorry, I had done CrossFit. So I did tetriathlon, then pentathlon and triathlon, focused on triathlon seriously for many years. And then I got a scholarship, triathlon scholarship to the UK, but actually left that team after 2 years
Oh,
because I found a CrossFit. Yeah, I was really burnt out basically. I just wasn't happy. And I went back. I took a summer, I came home from university, and then I found this CrossFit gym that was on the street I was going to be living on. And so there was a 2 week period before I had to return back to the squad, where people were just, students were settling in, and it was the end of the off season. And I think I got to my apartment at like midnight, went to this CrossFit gym at 6 o'clock that morning. And I I will never forget that day, because it was just everything I was looking for at the time. And the gym and I still, every time I go back to the UK, I go to CrossFit Fork Valley, because I still have some of my best training memories there. And so it was just like a whole breath of fresh air. It was everything I needed. And the gym, at that CrossFit gym, actually focused on kind of like, there were basically Hyrox, it was basically Hyrox training. And for 3 years, I didn't go near a competition. I didn't want anything to do with competing. And that was before I came home and then got into Hyrox. So I had CrossFit experience. And at that gym in the UK, I think I did do the Open, but not competitively. I don't know, did I do the full thing? But I did do the Open, yeah, last year here in Ireland for the first time. So
Aoife, Sean probably knows what you had for breakfast, so yeah, he has a
No.
good Aoife timeline.
Yeah, I'm surprised you asked about the
And
open.
did you have a coffee this morning with 2 sugars?
The reason I asked for the open is this: we've done over 250 episodes of the podcast, and people have their biases in different things, whether you're into marathon runs, Ironmans, and stuff like that. But because you've had that experience in CrossFit and in Hyrox, I know social media is not always true. It's either you're in one camp or the other, and you've crossed between both at
Oh,
times. So that's really where I'm going with this. How do they both
um,
compare? How does a CrossFit Open compare to doing a Hyrox event?